Hey everybody, this is Perch, and let's talk a little bit about the finale to Dark Crisis. Maybe you're reading it. This video is going to definitely contain spoilers, so if you've not read the Dark Crisis number 7, which is the conclusion to this latest Crisis of Crises, the latest big event, you might want to read that one first because this will definitely spoil the ending. And we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming in 2023. And the question is, are you interested in or not? And how much do you think DC is going to commit to this idea? So basically, once we get past the various kind of shenanigans, heroes were brought back and triumphant and all the rest that we knew was going to happen because DC spoiled it themselves some time ago, we get the kind of the post-credit scene or the finale of Dark Crisis. And basically in this finale, we get this scene of these big kind of monitors and these silhouettes there, and we can't tell who's who in these silhouettes, but we get kind of a shadowy version of that, or not shadowy, a light version of that. And we get this silhouetted character in there talking about, this is no mere fantasy, our world is in danger of great catastrophe, we must do something. Basically a reaction to this huge global multiversal event that almost toppled the entire everything, and heroes dying and coming back to life, and villains and just an overabundance of meta activity. And so you get this character who is fairly quickly revealed to be Amanda Waller, the head of the Suicide Squad Task Force X. And they're basically having this conversation saying, the metahumans are too dangerous to be controlled or imprisoned. We must take steps we have never allowed before. Basically saying, we need to imprison the humans, or we need to lock them down. We can't let them run amok. Both the superheroes and the villains, basically all metahuman activities. And so she's basically saying this to these lit characters. And we, the kind of the comic pans back to see Waller is there with a couple characters that we know. We've got Peacemaker and this new character called Peace Wrecker that Williamson, who looks similar to him, basically a female Peacemaker. We've got a kind of weirdly kind of amalgamation of a Batman, Joker, Sinestro, Bizarro character. Looks a little bit like the mashup World's Finest Superman Batman character gone evil somehow, or under the control of Waller. And then we've got a character in the background that looks a little bit like the Suicide Squad, the Bloodsport character based on the helmet, but who knows? Anyway, so these characters are there, which I guess are her main cabal of helpers. I mean, there's bound to be more of them, but they do a little kind of teaser around where it might go, and you see a bunch of different heroes: Nightwing, Yara Fleur. Sadly, you don't see her ass. You see Damian Wayne, you see Shazam, Hawkgirl, one of the Flashes, Jace Fox Batman, kind of behind bars, imprisoned in some kind of laser cell. And then you see Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman in chains, also captured, basically that we must ensure humanity's survival now before it's too late. So the basic implication here is that this shadowy organization is going to empower Waller, because they tell her to go do it, to round up and imprison the heroes and the villains, just to help maintain order for Earth. So it's basically a big character arc for Waller to do more, to basically get more command over the DC universe. So the first piece, I guess, to put in here is this group that she's talking to appears to be the Council of the Light. So this could be something completely different, but there was a Council of the Light in the animated series Young Justice. This was formed by Vandal Savage, and it was basically a group that's existed for centuries, designed to protect the Earth from potential threats. And those threats became the Justice League and the various superhero teams. So it kind of feels like a very similar concept. Now the Light from that series included Ra's al Ghul, Lex Luthor, Queen Bee, Black Manta, Ultra Humanite, Deathstroke was there, and then they worked through various agents that included a bunch of the DC villains, including Bane for a period of time, the Riddler. But it looks very much like this, the Light. And if you look at the, an image from their appearance in Young Justice is the exact same, both the silhouettes and even kind of some of the hair looks like it's exactly the same. So basically what DC sets up in Dark Crisis is this new kind of council of shadowy figures who are, here to protect humanity and are willing to do villainous things to do it, including imprisoning the heroes and the villains to gain control. And Waller's going to go do that. So what does this mean for 2023? It means that we're going to see for the first half of the year, Waller kind of slowly building up power, potentially taking a couple of heroes off the board, likely smaller ones, and then slowly advancing into this bigger storyline where, she's taken control and some existential threat has come, but the heroes are in prison and can't help. And what does that mean for kind of chaos of the planet and so on? So that's what we've got. And then ultimately the reveal of who the Light is as another shadowy organization that can battle the Court of Owls and the other 18 shadowy organizations that DC has running around right now. But that's basically what we have. So the storyline being, we need to imprison the heroes for the humans' own good. We kind of saw that before. That was a little bit of Dark Reign that Marvel did when Norman Osborn took command and the villains kind of ran amok, but he was there to maintain order, and they outlawed superhumans and that it feels very similar in nature. We'll see if it plays out different this time. I'll admit the idea of kind of a sinister organization doing more with Waller, that's an intriguing idea. Again, it feels a little weird that she's been around for a while. I mean, can she go and actually take on, epic threats in this mind like Superman and Batman, Wonder Woman? Can she actually do that? And would Peacemaker be the person that would be by her side to do that? I don't know. But anyway, this is where we're going with DC. So we have this dawn of DC where we have a lot of kind of, it's being compared a little bit to a minor version of Rebirth, where we're doing a lot more with Superman. You heard the interview with Philip Kennedy Johnson. Sounds pretty cool to me. Definitely interested in where that goes. Some new developments happening within Batman. Sure, that's happening too. So a lot of these pieces put in place, but it certainly seems to be cycling toward a dark half of the year where we're going to get the heroes have to be imprisoned and, fight against Waller and kind of this shadowy organization. So my question for you is this a good direction in your mind for DC to go? Does this sound like what you want to see? Is this what you want? Curious to get your take on it. So let me know in the comments below. Is this a status quo for DC that you're interested in buying, that you think has some legs and potential? Just how do you think this is going to interact? Does this sound all very similar to you, to Dark Reign and other things we've seen in the past? It doesn't feel as fresh and exciting as I would hope. Based on some of the initial stuff they're doing with Superman and some of the other books, that sounds pretty fresh and exciting. I'm interested in this. This a little bit less so, or maybe a lot less so, but maybe I'm just being a Grinch during this holiday season. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe, of course, and thanks for listening.